Have you ever wondered why some men effortlessly turn heads wherever they go while others fade into the background? What if I told you that attracting beautiful women doesn't require money, status, or even perfect looks, but a certain way of being that makes you instantly magnetic? Today, I'm revealing the fastest way to become the kind of man women notice, desire, and respect without chasing or begging. If you want to finally step into that energy, pay close attention because what I'm about to share will change the way you interact with women forever. Magnetic confidence is not something you can fake. It is something you embody at your very core. It's a quiet force that speaks louder than words, and it draws people toward you without effort. When a man has magnetic confidence, women can feel it immediately. It's not about showing off or pretending to be something you are not. It's about being fully comfortable in your own skin and accepting yourself without apology. This kind of confidence doesn't rely on temporary validation from others or social media likes. It comes from a deep understanding of your own worth, from knowing who you are, what you stand for, and what you want from life. Women are subconsciously attracted to men who move through life with certainty because certainty signals stability, strength, and security. And these are qualities that trigger attraction on a level beyond physical appearance. Magnetic confidence is visible in the way you carry yourself, in your posture, your voice, your eye contact, and the way you interact with the world. A confident man doesn't need to dominate conversations or force attention onto himself. He doesn't need to rely on material possessions or superficial charm because his presence alone is enough to make people notice him. It is calm, grounded, and unshakable. It is not reactive to every slight or criticism, and it has a way of making women feel safe and intrigued at the same time. When you walk into a room with this energy, women feel it immediately. They feel drawn to your stability, your certainty, and the way you know how to move through life without seeking approval. Confidence that is magnetic doesn't mean perfection. It means embracing your flaws, being authentic, and projecting a sense of inner strength that tells others you are a man who can handle himself in any situation. The most important part of magnetic confidence is that it is earned through action, through pushing yourself beyond comfort zones, and through developing a sense of mastery over your life. It's not something that comes overnight. It's cultivated through experiences, failures, and successes that build your self-belief. When a woman sees a man who is confident because he has faced challenges, who has built skills, who lives with purpose and clarity, she senses a man who can lead, protect, and inspire without even trying. Magnetic confidence is also about mindset. It's about refusing to allow rejection or criticism to shake your self-worth. About maintaining an unshakable belief in your value regardless of external circumstances. Women are drawn to men who are emotionally stable, who project certainty even in uncertainty, and who operate from a place of calm dominance rather than frantic neediness. The effect of magnetic confidence is subtle but undeniable. It creates attraction without effort and opens doors to interactions that would otherwise feel impossible. Women are instinctively drawn to men who carry themselves with quiet authority, who do not chase attention, but naturally command it, and who possess a kind of energy that makes them feel both safe and exhilarated. When you cultivate this confidence, it changes everything about the way you move in the world, the way you interact with women, and the way they respond to your presence. It is the cornerstone of attraction, the foundation upon which all other qualities build, because without confidence, no amount of charm, looks, or money will create lasting attraction. And the men who understand this become magnetic in a way that feels effortless to everyone around them. Masculine energy presence is one of the most powerful yet often misunderstood forces that naturally draws women toward a man. It is not about aggression, dominance, or trying to control anyone. True masculine energy is calm, grounded, and purposeful, and it radiates a magnetic authority that women sense on a deep subconscious level. When a man fully embodies his masculine energy, he moves through life with clarity, focus, and direction, and this creates an invisible pull that makes him instantly attractive. Women are drawn to men who operate from a place of strength without overcompensation, who act with intention rather than reaction, and who carry themselves in a way that communicates they are capable of handling challenges with confidence and resilience. Masculine energy is not loud or flashy. It is subtle, powerful, and undeniable, and it is felt long before it is seen, creating a presence that commands respect and attention without forcing it. A man with masculine energy doesn't seek validation from women or society. He doesn't need constant reassurance, attention, or approval because his sense of self-worth comes from within. This internal stability is magnetic because it signals reliability, strength, and emotional security. And women are instinctively drawn to that energy. Masculine energy is also about being a leader in your own life, taking responsibility for your actions, and having the courage to pursue your goals without hesitation. When you act from this energy, you naturally create space for others to follow, and women feel a sense of admiration, trust, and intrigue in your presence. It's not about control or manipulation. It's about embodying a sense of purpose and power that is undeniable and that makes women want to be near you, to engage with you, and to invest their energy into your presence. The core of masculine energy presence is balance. It is strength without rigidity, decisiveness without harshness, and calmness without passivity. Women are attracted to men who can navigate life's challenges with poise, who remain grounded even in chaos, and who communicate a quiet confidence that their life is moving forward with direction. This energy is also reflected in body language, tone of voice, and the way you carry yourself. It is visible in the way you move through a room, the way you interact with people, and the aura you project without saying a word. Women are drawn to the kind of energy that feels stable and protective, but also exciting and invigorating because masculine energy contains both power and subtle magnetism, creating an irresistible pull. Masculine energy presence is cultivated through self-mastery, discipline, and awareness. It is not something that can be faked through shallow tactics or superficial charm. It must be developed through personal growth, emotional resilience, and consistent action toward meaningful goals. When a man embodies this energy, women notice it immediately. They feel safe, inspired, and intrigued, and they are drawn to him without effort. It is the kind of energy that transforms interactions, deepens attraction, and sets the foundation for meaningful connections. Because women are wired to respond to a man who knows who he is, what he wants, and how to navigate the world with calm confidence and decisive action. Emotional intelligence and awareness are the secret weapons of attraction that many men overlook, yet they are among the fastest ways to make a woman feel connected, understood, and drawn to you. This is not about being overly sensitive or trying to analyze every feeling obsessively. It is about being aware of your own emotions, reading the energy of those around you, and responding in a way that creates harmony and intrigue. Women are instinctively attracted to men who can navigate emotional landscapes with calmness and clarity because emotional intelligence signals stability, maturity, and the ability to handle life without losing control. When you develop this quality, you become a man who can hold space for others, who can communicate without unnecessary conflict, and who can respond to challenges with wisdom instead of reactivity, creating a magnetic presence that pulls women in effortlessly. At its core, emotional intelligence is about understanding yourself before trying to understand others. It requires self-awareness, knowing what triggers you, what excites you, and what drains your energy, and then learning how to manage these emotions in ways that enhance your presence rather than diminish it. Women sense when a man is in control of himself emotionally, when he is not ruled by fear, insecurity, or impulsive reactions, and they are naturally drawn to the calm authority that comes from this inner mastery. This awareness allows you to respond to a woman's energy with precision, knowing when to lead, when to listen, when to tease, and when to create tension. Emotional intelligence transforms interactions from ordinary exchanges into experiences where a woman feels understood, respected, and subtly challenged in a way that deepens attraction. Awareness also extends beyond just reading a woman's energy. It includes observing the world around you and understanding social dynamics. A man with emotional awareness can navigate complex situations without losing composure. He can diffuse tension gracefully, and he can create an environment where people feel safe, engaged, and drawn to him. Women are attracted to men who can remain composed under pressure, who respond rather than react, and who demonstrate the ability to maintain control of their emotional state regardless of circumstances. This skill allows you to connect on a deeper level because women instinctively seek men who can provide emotional stability while also offering excitement and challenge, creating a balance that is both comforting and intoxicating. The development of emotional intelligence is a continuous process. It is not achieved overnight, and it requires deliberate practice, reflection, and a willingness to grow. When you commit to understanding yourself and others, you cultivate a presence that is both magnetic and rare. A presence that women are naturally drawn to without even knowing why. Emotional intelligence amplifies every other quality a man possesses because confidence, masculine energy, and social skills all become exponentially more powerful when paired with the ability to navigate emotions effectively. Women notice this immediately. They feel seen, appreciated, and understood. And they are drawn to men who can create emotional resonance while remaining strong, grounded, and in control of their energy. Social proof and lifestyle appeal are subtle yet incredibly powerful forces in attraction, and they are often overlooked by men who rely solely on looks or superficial charm. Women are drawn to men who naturally demonstrate value in their lives, not through bragging or flaunting, but through the quality of their experiences, the energy they bring into a room, and the connections they cultivate with others. Social proof is essentially the silent validation that you are respected, admired, and influential within your circles. And it communicates to women that you are a man of substance, someone who carries himself with authority and integrity. When you show up with a lifestyle that reflects ambition, adventure, and passion, you create an invisible aura of magnetism that women instinctively notice and gravitate toward because it signals that your life is full, exciting, and worth being part of. Lifestyle appeal is about the choices you make, the experiences you pursue, and the way you prioritize your time. Unexpected it is aptal to reftas in your latch out hobbies, your signs of fnecker, your personal growth, your social interactions, and even in the way you dress or carry yourself. Women are attracted to men who are fully engaged with life, who pursue passions with intensity, and who have the confidence to curate a life that aligns with their values and ambitions. It's not about material possessions or wealth. It's about creating a life that is interesting, vibrant, and authentic. A man who travels, explores, and constantly seeks growth sends a subtle but powerful message. He is in control of his life. He is continuously improving, and he is someone who can offer experiences and energy that elevate the people around him, which is a level of attraction that goes far beyond physical appearance. Social proof amplifies this appeal because women are naturally influenced by how others perceive a man. If a man is surrounded by friends who respect him, colleagues who admire him, or communities that respond positively to his presence, women subconsciously interpret this as a sign of high value. It signals that he is trustworthy, capable, and desirable without him needing to explicitly say it. Social proof doesn't mean seeking validation or performing for attention. It means cultivating a life where your value is evident through actions, relationships, and the impact you create, which naturally draws women into your orbit. The combination of lifestyle appeal and social proof creates an aura of intrigue because it shows that you are a man who is not desperate for attention, who is fully engaged in building a fulfilling life, and whose presence elevates the energy around him. When a man embodies social proof and lifestyle appeal together, he creates a magnetic energy that is irresistible. Women feel drawn to him because they sense he is living a life of purpose, adventure, and connection. He doesn't need to chase or convince. His life, actions, and the way he moves in the world speak for him. This energy is contagious, inspiring curiosity, admiration, and desire without him having to force it. Because attraction flows naturally toward men who are high value, socially aware, and fully immersed in experiences that enrich their life and the lives of those around them. Social proof and lifestyle appeal are not just tools for attraction. They are reflections of a man who understands himself, knows his worth, and consistently demonstrates it through his actions, presence, and the life he creates. The art of mystery and intrigue is one of the most powerful tools a man can use to create attraction. Yet, it is often misunderstood as being secretive or distant. True mystery is not about playing games or manipulating emotions. It is about maintaining a depth of character and energy that naturally draws people in, making them want to know more about you without feeling pressured or overwhelmed. Women are instinctively attracted to men who hold an air of unpredictability, who don't reveal everything about themselves immediately, and who carry an energy that is both intriguing and confident. Mystery creates a magnetic pull because it stimulates curiosity, anticipation, and emotional engagement. And it allows a man to remain in control of the pace and direction of interactions while keeping women mentally and emotionally invested in him. Mystery is cultivated through selective sharing, intentional presence, and the ability to maintain an internal world that is rich, engaging, and independent of external validation. A man who embodies mystery does not feel the need to overshare every thought, feeling, or experience. Instead, he creates space for women to explore his personality naturally, to discover his depth gradually, and to experience the excitement of uncovering layers over time. This approach communicates strength, confidence, and self-sufficiency because it shows that a man's life, identity, and sense of purpose are not contingent upon constant attention or approval from others. Women are drawn to this energy because it challenges their curiosity and creates a dynamic of intrigue where the interaction becomes a dance of discovery rather than a one-sided chase. The power of intrigue also lies in a man's ability to balance openness with restraint, to be playful without losing composure, and to maintain an air of unpredictability that keeps interactions fresh and engaging. This is reflected not just in what you say, but in how you move, the energy you project, and the subtle ways you engage without giving away your entire world at once. Women notice the difference immediately when a man has mastered this balance. They feel the excitement of connection, the tension of anticipation, and the pull of wanting to learn more about who he is, what he values, and how he navigates the world. Intrigue is a silent form of communication that signals intelligence, self-possession, and an understanding of social dynamics, all of which elevate attraction without effort or manipulation. Mystery and intrigue are further amplified by a man's ability to live a life that is independent, fulfilling, and rich in experiences. A man who pursues his passions, maintains meaningful relationships, and operates from purpose and direction naturally creates a sense of depth and complexity. Women are drawn to this because they sense that his world is expansive, vibrant, and worth exploring, and they want to be part of the energy without feeling that their presence defines it. Intrigue allows a man to remain elusive in a way that inspires fascination rather than frustration, curiosity rather than doubt, and connection rather than dependency. It is the balance of presence and subtle distance, openness and restraint that transforms ordinary interactions into magnetic experiences that leave women wanting more and feeling compelled to invest attention and energy in discovering the man behind the aura. An actionable, results-oriented approach is what separates men who talk about attraction from men who actually create it. And it is the quality that accelerates results faster than charm, looks, or luck ever could. This approach is rooted in decisiveness, clarity of purpose, and the willingness to take consistent action rather than waiting for opportunities to appear or for women to make the first move. Women are instinctively drawn to men who operate with intention because this energy communicates strength, leadership, and the ability to create outcomes in their own life. And nothing is more attractive than a man who takes control of his world and moves forward without hesitation. Attraction is not passive. It requires initiative, momentum, and a strategy that combines confidence, presence, and action. And when a man masters this approach, he naturally becomes magnetic without needing to rely on gimmicks or manipulation. Being actionable means having the courage to step into situations that challenge you to engage with women in ways that feel authentic and confident, and to lead interactions toward connection rather than leaving everything to chance. It is about creating experiences that leave an impression. Whether it's through playful banter, meaningful conversation, shared adventure, or simple but decisive gestures that communicate intent. Women notice when a man is decisive, when he initiates without overthinking, and when he moves toward a desired outcome with clarity rather than hesitation. This quality signals maturity, self-reliance, and the ability to take responsibility for one's life, all of which are deeply attractive because they create a sense of safety, stability, and admiration in her subconscious mind. The actionable man doesn't wait for signals, he creates them, and in doing so, he accelerates attraction in ways that feel effortless and natural. A results-oriented approach is equally about mindset as it is about behavior. It requires setting clear goals, knowing what you want in interactions, and maintaining focus on outcomes without attachment to immediate validation. This doesn't mean being rigid or manipulative, but rather being deliberate with your energy, intentions, and decisions so that every action contributes to the life and presence you are building. Women are drawn to men who embody this clarity because it reflects a life of purpose, ambition, and self-discipline, all of which signal high value and emotional stability. Results-oriented men cultivate an aura of competence and reliability that is inherently attractive because women instinctively gravitate toward men who can lead themselves and create positive, meaningful experiences in their environment. The combination of action and results also amplifies every other aspect of attraction, from confidence to masculine energy, social proof to intrigue. When a man takes consistent, intentional steps toward his goals and toward building attraction with women, he creates momentum that feels magnetic, irresistible, and natural. This approach is about doing rather than talking, showing rather than telling, and living in a way that demonstrates capability, purpose, and high value. Women sense this energy immediately. They feel drawn to the man who knows what he wants, who moves toward it with clarity and determination, and who creates experiences that leave a lasting impact. An actionable, results-oriented approach transforms theory into practice, presence into magnetism, and potential into undeniable attraction. When you step back and look at the journey of attraction, it becomes clear that it's never just about looks, money, or luck. It's about who you are, how you carry yourself, and the energy you bring into the world. Magnetic confidence gives you a presence that commands attention without forcing it. Masculine energy presence allows you to move through life with purpose and authority, and emotional intelligence ensures that women feel understood, safe, and drawn to your energy. Social proof and lifestyle appeal show that you are a man who lives fully, creating experiences and connections that naturally attract interest, while the art of mystery and intrigue keeps her curiosity alive and makes interactions unforgettable. And when you combine all of these qualities with an actionable, results-oriented approach, you stop leaving attraction to chance and start creating it intentionally, consistently, and powerfully. Attraction is a skill, a mindset, and a way of being that can be developed, refined, and mastered. It is not about performing, pretending, or chasing. It is about embodying a presence that is rare, magnetic, and undeniably appealing. When you cultivate these 6 pillars in your life, women are drawn to you effortlessly, not because you are trying too hard, but because you operate from a place of authenticity, confidence, and purpose. Every interaction becomes a reflection of your energy, every moment a chance to demonstrate your value, and every connection an opportunity to leave a lasting impression. The fastest way to attract beautiful women is not about shortcuts or manipulation. It is about becoming the man who is inherently irresistible. The man who moves through life with clarity, strength, and presence, and the man who creates attraction naturally through who he is and the life he leads. This is the essence of true magnetism, the kind of attraction that lasts, that inspires, and that leaves women genuinely interested in not just what you do, but who you are. When you master confidence, masculine energy, emotional intelligence, lifestyle appeal, intrigue, and decisive action, you step into a version of yourself that is irresistible, commanding, and captivating. The path may require growth, self-awareness, and effort. But every step you take in embodying these qualities elevates your presence, your interactions, and your ability to attract the kind of women you desire. Attraction becomes not just a possibility, but a natural consequence of the man you have become.